So this story starts in May of 2019 when my longtime detector, the Minelab Safari, just quit on me. It broke down after 5 years of use. And the timing was terrible. It was the start of the summer, and I didn't want to rush into a decision. Dude, it's the summertime. It's time to rush. I did my research and I was thinking about depth. You mean what'll get there first because you're a metal detecting crack addict? I was thinking about what my next workhorse detector was going to be. In other words, what's going to get there first? Now, I've owned Minelab, I've owned Whites, I've owned Garrett, I've owned Bounty Hunter. Come on, man, enunciate. You could do it. You name it, I've owned it. And Nokta was kind of the up-and-coming star company. It's a Turkish company with a great brand of metal detectors. And I'd heard a lot about the Nokta Makro Anfibio multi. And they lived happily ever after, right? No, they didn't live happily ever after. The Nokta was just so different. I had friends who were using the Minelab Equinox and absolutely loving it, practically making out with it. And I also had a long history with using Minelab detectors. So I bought an Equinox 600. And you justified this poor financial decision by calling yourself a metal detecting connoisseur. Yeah, Merrill, I suppose you're right about that. Well, I think that you should rap about it. Okay, why not? I mean, I got two really great detectors in my trunk and I could only use one at a time. Yeah, that Nokta gets lonely. She told me. And that Nokta, man, she got me a 16-inch signal once. How about that? And a platinum ring. She put a ring on it. Going platinum is more than where my rap career is going, so let's rap.
There's a Turkish genius in my trunk. She sometimes tries to scare me. I'm kind of scared to turn her on. Her buttons can impair me. Don't get me wrong, her swag is cracked, cause she can do what no one can. Dig China like Ni-Hao-Kai Lan while swinging from another land. Like New York through the center of the earth. Condescends the dirt, she fills her purse and shows her worth. Commands the sand, Gobi Desert, she goes berserk. She looks at me, I'm scared to flirt. Her battery runs nuclear like Chernobyl, radioactive dirt. She's a piece of work, she's a piece of work. And she's in your trunk, Merrill. And she's in your trunk, Merrill. And you never use her, Merrill. And you never use her, Merrill. The problem is her father is an engineer from MIT. He programmed her to think a leak. Instruction book in ancient Greek. Hit select twice just to go deep. Homie, this is hard for me. Cliff notes from Hunter, GT, and Darnell, and the whole Nomad team. Sometimes I feel to swing the coil over the soil. I need a PhD. When I change from centimeters, it sounds like I mistreat her. The alternative is easy, but the bottom line is ether. Nokta can go deeper, she's a keeper. In my worst case, she's my ace lefty reliever. Like the Cuban Missile Chapin, well, she's my Turkish genius. And when I activate her, I see a legendary mean streak. She manages to melt my heart like the atmosphere of Venus. Because first I found some platinum and then I found some gold. I dug a 16-incher, then I threw her in my trunk. Next I did her dirty with a flirty Australian girl who can tell you what she wants but can't make deeper holes. Let her go, Merrill, let her go, let her go. Let her go, Merrill, let her go, let her go. Deeper holes, Merrill, deeper holes, deeper holes. Deeper holes, Merrill, deeper holes, deeper holes. This metal detecting mumble rap is about to reach its climax. It's time to unleash all the powers of the Turkish genius. It's true that she works in one band, you can switch megahertz like perps, but the Equinox is multi, so you can taste the whole rainbow. Tired of detecting monogamy, I wanna swing ambidextrous, but I'd have no room for beat scoop digging tool or my pinpointer. So the next best thing is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna put the genius in her element. We're gonna turn it up.
It's time to turn it up. So really quick note before we start the hunt. This is part 2 video of a live stream that I did that I'm going to link to right up here from earlier in the day. And at the end, you're going to see the cleanup of all of the items together. 2, I'm going to teach you a little bit about deep mode, and it's not just that simple that You go over the target, it beeps, and you dig it up. There's nuances to it. You're going to learn a little bit about that.
I'm with my new friend Geronimo here, and yeah, I'm using the Anfibio. A lot of you guys have asked for Anfibio videos, and I'm here to listen. Let's do it. So the Anfibio's fun because it could really unlock the deepest of signals for you. And that's exactly what I'm going for today. I'm going to limit the clad that I'm going to show you on this video. We're just going for the home runs every single time. All right, target number 1. 90s, repeating. 9 inches down. Let's dig it. Oh, home run right away. Look at this. What is this? It has a broken side. Wow, what is this? Pendant, or I mean, it's got glass. Could it have had? Look, it's transparent. Okay, home run right away. I gotta clean this up, see exactly what this relic is. That is really exciting. 9 inches down. Anfibio deep.
All right, so let me throw an analogy at you. Think of telescopes. Now, you can't get perfect results with a telescope everywhere. So think about it. You try to look at the stars in New York. Oh man, we got so much light pollution from all of the buildings and all of the cars and all of the stuff that is plugged in. You look up at the night sky, it is like purplish at night, and we see very few stars. We really see only the brightest of stars. But I've been to Hawaii, and I've been at the observatory on one of the mountains there. I'm blanking on the name. And you get a straight shot into orbit right there. You know, you could see far out into outer space. But there's a deeper level too, because let's say that you're looking in an area that has a bright object, and there's other stuff around it that you want to see past. That light kind of illuminates and it blocks out what you're trying to look at deeper. So picture this: the moon, the most luminous object in the night sky. It goes to a spot where you're looking out in the with the telescope, and because it's so luminous, it obstructs the view of what you're trying to look at deeply. And if you think about this analogy is a lot like the concept of target masking with metal detecting. In other words, when you're looking into the ground, if you have a silver piece at 10 inches down, but there's one within an inch and within the same coil sweep, you know, that's a bottle cap that's rusty, you're going to get mixed signals. Those two signals are going to really play with each other and confuse you. So in order for me to dig another 16-inch object, the following properties need to occur, the following conditions. It can't be around other objects. I have to swing my coil very slowly over the ground, and I really have to center the object in the middle of the coil. That's the deepest part. Yes, it's like finding a needle in the haystack. Deep detecting is very tough to do. You have to be very lucky. You have to be very aware. You always have to be tuned in to what's on your screen, especially in an area like anywhere in New York, which is littered with all sorts of stuff.
All right, got another one. 95, 96. 9 inches down. Let's dig it. Best feeling in the world right here. When you pinpoint a deep signal and you don't know what it is. Let's get it.
On any targets?
Yes, I did. Check this out.
What?
Yes.
Dude.
Oh, did I? Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
And I got another one right here.
Oh, look at that.
Any idea what it is?
I'm going to say religious something.
Oh, did I move this? Oh, it helps if I turn it on. Might have a deep coin. One thing this detector has is a really good deep mode. Ooh. Turned out to be a thingy. On to the next. Meh. Alright, I got it repeating. Nine, 10. All right, once again, we are a pinpointer down the hole, and we got a deep target. Knocked a specialty. We seem to have it. Oh man, look at this ancient piece of aluminum foil. That's a bummer.
So to get to the deepest mode on the Anfibio, there is a mode called deep. I have used that. You have to have a very slow swing speed. You'll see me use it again later in the video. Usually I do 5-tone mode and I hit the select button twice, which puts it into deep mode, and you see it blink. And I turn up the gain into the 90s. It really can false if you go all the way up, and if you're on ground like New York usually does have, which has a lot of various pieces of metal in it. I won't call it mineralized, I'll call it littered upon, and the detector definitely struggles with that.
Whoa, it is super old. No, it's not. Weird. Okay, found a key. Got a tough one here. $84, $85. Again, in that 9 range. Okay, this is incredible. This is an old bullet. Not a mini ball. Forget what these are called. The tiny ones. They got the ridges carved into them. That is an awesome find. Okay. $91, $92. $12 inches. Okay, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever found. Look at this. It's like a jewel, but it's got some iron around it. Not iron, it's got some copper around it. Wow. What is it? Scratchy signal. 11. Nine. 9. Right here. Unfortunately, this was another piece of medieval tinfoil. $12. Unfortunately, it is just an ancient pull tab. Like this one a lot. 1112. Blip that repeats. Hey, this might have been the find of the day. This is about 12 inches down. Yeah, I don't know what these are for, but that's beautiful. Look at how shiny that stone is. If only it was attached to a ring, I could have gotten Taco Bell, but hey, I'm not going to complain. This was about 7 inches down. It's like an old, it looks like a paper clip. I doubt that it is. Interesting. Whoa, it is 8 inches down. I found a comma. This is going to help me when I write sentences. Excellent. We have a rusty nail at 8 inches. All right. Deep signal, I'd say about 8 inches down. Let's dig it. Not quite sure what this is. Got a 8-inch target right here. I need to drop the mic signal. And let's hope it's not this. Of course it is. Junk. Super deep. But very solid. All right, we're gonna finish the day in deep mode, and I have the gain up to 90. I'm gonna ground balance, and we're off on our way. We have a musket ball. That is awesome. Wow. All right, 10 inches right here. Well, this is bizarre. It sure was deep enough. Not sure its use. Iron relic of some sort. Let's see if it was masking anything. All right, so here's the wrap up. I found $6.23 in clad and 2 keys. This thing, I'm beginning to think really is a harmonica. Could be, I don't know. I tried getting sound out of it, that didn't quite work. I think the coolest thing today was this, and I'm guessing that this is part of a brooch that fell off. This, I have a bigger version of this. I wonder what this is from. If anybody knows, I'm all ears. Found lots of old ammunition, including this old bullet here, and a newer version. Medium-sized musket ball, and the small size. I got 2 Indian head pennies. Got the V nickel, which is pretty toasted, sadly. This was a wheat cent from 1929, 49. Well, it looks like 49 in the camera. Yeah, the V nickel I tried to clean. There's the V. It didn't go so well. So, you know, I used the toothpick, but that didn't quite work. This thing was pretty cool. I think it is part of a locket. And I think that the 2 parts come together. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, separate. And you could have put a picture in there, a daguerreotype. All right, so that was the wrap up right there. And again, I'm reading your comments. I'm trying to listen to what you want. And, you know, I have seen your comments about more Anfibio videos. And it's a good challenge for me. The idea behind this detector is that you can manually adjust it to morph into what you need it to be. Whereas something like the Equinox is meant to be a blanket for everything. So by using this detector, I'm learning a lot about detecting.
It's a little bit harder, but it definitely has had its worthwhile moments. Okay, so hopefully you're going to go with me on this journey. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. I've noticed that surprisingly, 80% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel. So yes, I ask you, if you are not, please subscribe. Also, please hit that like button. Thank you all for watching tonight, and be back with many more videos very soon.